It was that was a tough battle. We had a few miscues defensively, but I thought that they're the number one ranked team in the conference for a reason, and they showed it went down the stretch when they needed a big bucket. Best player, number one ranked, preseason all everything, made a big time half court shot, and was challenged as well. So, in that situation, you can't foul, you can't do anything except maybe try to keep the ball out of his hands. We could have done a better job of that when we talked, but. It's one of those games where you got to tip your hats to them. They got a great program, and they're doing a great job, and they've got good coaching, good players, and it was two teams that battled, on the road, or we battled on the road against a really good team. So, we're 2-2. We lick our wounds on the bus ride back, and then we get ready for the next one. This is we're 20% through with the conference right now, so it's only been 4 games. We're only 4 games in. So told the guys we're okay. It's not the end of the world. It stings and it should, but that's no reason to panic. We'll be fine.
And talk about how far the team has come since Green Bay.
Well, that was it's funny you asked that, John, because the Green Bay game was one that we looked back on and thought that loss might have kind of was a catalyst to getting these guys to realize that they have to do things the way that we're asking them to do them, or you're going to play against teams that shouldn't beat you, and they're going to beat you. And so I thought that loss actually kind of propelled us to where we are today, which is playing really good basketball. I think from the defensive side, we're doing some good things, and I think offensively we're shooting it a lot better. We've been much better in conference than we have before conference, and so we gave those guys the run for their money. I think we earned a little respect today. And not just from them, but from the conference. And we'll continue to do that. It's one of our core values, is earning some respect, in Kansas City and nationally and beyond. We're on path to doing some special things, but it's peaks and valleys. So we just got to keep pushing forward.
Now, at one point, you had, several points. You had 3 and 4 freshmen on the floor at the same time, going against guys that are
5th-year guys.
30 years old.
Right. Well, experience is down the stretch. Experience wins games, and that's what happened today. But I was really proud of the fight, really proud of, the wherewithal and time and scored, what we needed to do. Their attention to detail down the stretch was really good. They focused in on timeouts, and we got them to take, the kind of shot that we wanted with a bunch of young guys on the floor. So, when it's all said and done, you got to tip your hat to Paul, and the Golden Eagles did a good job.
A couple of players seemed to have his best minutes of his college life.
He was one of those guys that we talked about after Green Bay. He figured out that college basketball, you gotta do what we do with you for those 20 minutes, or those 20 hours a week, and then you got to go and do some more. And he's really been investing in his own development by getting in the gym and shooting extra shots, and it paid off today. It was one of those days where I told him he had green light to let that thing go because of the percentages he's been shooting in practice. With our shot tracker machine, we're able to kind of watch and see what guys are doing, and so it was good to see him reap the benefits of that. Unfortunately, it came on short end of stick in terms of a victory, but it was good. It's good to see.
And then also Tyler, at the end of the game, a lot of his time guarding Oddmouse.
I figure you guys would be all.
I'm sorry.
Tyler guarding Oddmouse a lot at the end of the game.
Yeah, he did. Tyler's. It wasn't a big offensive day for him, but his length and athleticism paid dividends for us. When you're not scoring a lot, then what else are you doing to help us win games? And he did a lot today, I thought, on the defensive side. I'm not sure if he fouled that guy in the 3 previously. I didn't think he did, but we'll go back and look at tape, and it doesn't matter if he did or he didn't because they called it. So when they call a foul, it's a foul, and you have to adjust accordingly. So, but I thought he had a great challenge at the end, and good player made a tough shot.